Well, good morning, everyone. How you all doing? Whittler Dave here. Well, you know where I'm at in my old shop. There's the pumpkin. There's all the texture. Got her. I did this all outside yesterday. Got it finished up. Let Mother Nature dry it. Sit out in the sun all day. Look how rough and gnarly it looks. This is what you want. This is what I do with the paper. I lay it over the back. Like I said, this will be painted black inside here. You don't have to paint that. But let's get it some paint going. My good friend Brian gave me this microwave plate. I use everything. This would be a great plate to paint on. So we're just going to start adding some colors. I told you, I don't pull out of a bottle. I just don't pull direct paint out of a bottle. You got to have some depth here and some dimension and there's just love here, the way I do mine, so, this is the way I do it. You don't have to do this at all, but everybody was asking me how I paint this and paint that. Got my painting apron on because this is good right here. This is your rag right here. Right here, that's all you need. Lordy have mercy. There we go. You don't need some black. Oh yeah, I gotta need another color. Water. And like I said, wore out brushes. Because there's no sense of save your wore out brushes. Don't tear your new brushes up, folks. Because that's all you're going to do. These brushes are not cheap. But I don't buy expensive brushes. We just got a little dabble. Looky there. Ain't that pretty? There's some color. That's all you need. Now, I'm gonna wet my brush down. And I got my table saw all covered. Let's get another rag here to pull paint off and stuff. And I get people to Brian gave me all these rags and stuff. So, there it is. Now you're gonna get a little messy because paint, we're just gonna start adding some color. We're just gonna add some color. We're gonna get some color in here. It doesn't matter. And you see, come on. Yes, some beautiful morning out. I'm telling you, beautiful morning. There's a lot of work into this right here. We're just adding some of the dark and getting some of the orange in, and we're just adding some color. There's a lot. Let's put some black right in here, and its eyes. This is talking to me. This will take a few hours for me to get this exactly the way I want. There's not enough video here. Let's get some red in here. Yes. Especially on them teeth. Get some red. Get them teethies. That's why I gotta pad everything, because we just get this stuff in here and we start blending colors. Get some brown. Yes, we're gonna need a lot of orange too. Don't worry. Yeah. Yes. Oh my Lord. It's gonna be a neat one. Everybody was asking, how you do this, Whittler Dave? Well, I'm gonna show you. Gotta tip it up. I got an old painting apron. Need orange. Let's put some orange out here. I mean, this is cheap paint. That paint there come from the Dollar Tree. I manipulate paint so much, I don't go out and buy expensive paints. Nope. Because I'll remix them inside the bottle. I just don't like colors the way it is. I'm an artist. I'm very picky on my colors, how things lay in. I don't expect anybody to do what I do. People think, well, that's just a mess. No, there's love here. And you're going to get it on you, and you're going to feel it. And sometimes I'll come in here and I'll just wipe it off with my hands and bring out some of those other colors there. It brings out. So now I brought that red out. You don't get afraid to get your hands dirty. Get in here. And we're just building layers. Layers on top of layers. I want some more black right here. Yeah, right here. Right here. Yeah, that's just what I want, some more black. And we're going to come in here and just lay some more orange and dip in here. Don't worry about it because you're changing all these colors constantly. Let's get some more orange right here. Yeah. Oh my Lord. I can already see it. Yes, I can. I go through a lot of paint. I'm telling you. I do. I like this tray that, you know, at first I didn't think I wanted it. And he goes, well, I thought you may want to mix paint on it. Like, man, that's a good idea. That is, because after I get done, I can take it right out there to the gardening hose and wash him off. Yes'm. The gardening hose. You know what the gardening hose is. Come on. Let's get some more red on the teeth. Up in here, around the mouth. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be a neat one. It's just going to take a lot of time, a lot of love. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Remember my saying. No, some. Well, this month is just about up. What is it, a few more days? And golly, we're into October. Whew. It don't even feel like I had a summer. You know? Didn't really do anything this summer besides work in the shop and, you know, carve. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces I'm painting today. I started painting them yesterday. I got them all carved. 11 pieces. Like I said, I got that big show coming up, and it's only me out here in the shop. You know, I don't have anyone else now. Come on. I don't have anybody. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. I do carve mice. Yeah, I do. All right, we're just getting her covered up, folks. You know, paint it wet. Don't worry about it not dry yet. Paint it wet. Your colors are going to blend better because it's wet. Remember that. Don't worry about getting bent over there. Like I said, all that's going to get black in there. Sometimes I will go ahead and spray it black. I didn't. You know, I'll shoot a little bit of black in here after a while. And then what bleeds through, and all. Because this is going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. You know? Yeah. There's a lot of color here. There is. Yeah. It's going to take a minute. We're still adding color and adding color, adding color. Get some more orange right in here. Right here. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I got all them pieces carved yesterday, and I'll show you the other angel I carved yesterday. I hadn't carved her in a while, and I milled a bunch of my cedar. Got it all milled, and got it all planked out, and cut the planks, and done all that. So I got all that milled, and so now I'm in the process of making things out of it because cedar's one of my big sellers down here. I make these statues and all that little doodaddy stuff. And alrighty. Now I don't paint the bottom. I'll lightly put a stain on it. That's where I sign it. Or I don't sign it, but it gets signed and everything. Oh, let's get the old, heat gun. Now you don't want to heat this up a lot because it is glue and paper, and you'll activate the glue again. So I'm just going to do it a little bit to help move the paint along. You know, don't ever leave your heat gun or your hair dryer or battery chargers or anything in your shop plugged up because it will start a fire. They have been known to do that, and especially battery chargers. Mine's always sitting over here. I'm gonna, when I wire the top of the shop, I haven't been able to yet because I can't climb right now due to my surgery. But when I get it wired, I'm gonna wire in a dead man's box. In other words, when I turn the lights out, the box is dead. So when I have my charger plugged in there, if I forget that day to unplug it, it will be dead. I've done that in several shops. Yeah, I can see it drying. Now, we're not going to get it dry to 100%. You don't have to be. Nope. I just want to move more paint. You know it's going to, I told you to move it when it's wet. It's going to be wet enough to move the paint. This is the first layer. Several layers here. You see, that paper trick right there hides all that glue seams, and it gives it a gnarly, kind of a scary, rough look. And it takes a little bit to put paper on. You gotta have some patience. What I always say, Rome wasn't built in a day. I've said that all my life. Yeah. Yeah, looky there. We're getting it dry. You can see it dry. Yeah. Alright, that's the, you can see it. It's going to be pretty. I'm going to add some red in there. Yep, I get some more red out and more red on the teeth. Just move this little darling along. I sell these quite a bit. I got one lady, I said she's the one that bought the one I did at the church show. They seen me carving that with a hatchet. And I made this one. I used to do more pumpkins, but like I said, I don't have a Halloween show like I used to go to, so there's really, Halloween's my favorite month, but there's really no reason for me to do Halloween that much because I don't have a place to sell it. I don't have a place to market it. You know? Just don't. Got it. Oh yeah. We're getting that reddy roo in there. Not red, I mean the orange roo. Orange, Dave, come on. Know your collars. No, you learned them when you were a kid. Come on. Red. See, you want, I'll put some of this black in there because there's a lot of crevices. You know, like I said, this is, I'll be working on this all day. When old Mother Nature opens up and she brings out the beautiful sunshine, puts a little heat in this world, I'll stick her out in the sun and just let her do in the natural oven. Let her bake. That is the best oven you could have. I'll take and polyurethane some of my carvings and I'll take them right outside and set them on my bricks and set them out there and come back about 20 minutes later or even earlier and they're dry. Time for another coat. Touch up. Touch up. You know? Oh my Lord. Yeah. What do you think, folks? Yeah. I mean, this ain't done now. Trust me. I'm not painting the inside. I'm just kind of getting these edges right here. When they lay over with that paper, and you want to make sure you get them. Really look at your carving. Uh-huh. Boo, it says. Alright, that's where's that little brush at. And I've got all kinds of little brush. We're just going to add some red in here. That's why I wear a painting apron, because you can just wipe it right off. Your rag is, you're wearing your rag. There's a story to that, but we won't get into that or not. I always wear my rag. I do. I had some black up in here. Just a little bit of black, and we'll blend all this out. Now a lot of this will go. It's just blending paint in. Yep. That's all we're doing. We're blending these colors. Getting it. There's them right there where the pumpkin has the ribs. You add darken those up. so you can really see what you've carved in, added in. Some people go, well, you take away a lot of the carving if you do that. Like, no. If you learn to paint, you can highlight, because the carving's there. You push the paper in to the carving, and the carving's there. You've just got to learn to manipulate paint and understand how paint lays. I mean, you just don't come in, you don't want to come here and just put a dab. Let's just do something. If you come in here, folks, and you just went boop and left it there, just like that, well, it's got a mold now. It's got a spot. You got to learn to blend that in. You know, you got to learn to understand, and you know that's blending. You know, come in here and wipe some of that out. You know, get some more orange, highlight. And you got to blend all this. The way I do it, you got to learn to blend paint. You know, like I said, that's why my style of painting, the way I paint and stuff. And people are like, well, how'd you do that? Well, you're looking at some of the process. It doesn't take, you know, too long, but it does take most of the day. You know, this will dry, and you're going to see places where you've missed, because there's cracks and crevices and stuff like that in this, because it's got the paper and it's got all kinds of folds and stuff. And that's what I want. I want it to look old and gnarly and like just a scary old pumpkin sitting outside. You throw that tea light in there, and you know, you got something different. A lot of people go like, is that glass? Or is that a rock? Like, no, a man made that with a block of wood that he glued together, and he created all the textures and paints. Light touches. It's light. See how that black blends in there? And it's not done. Light touches. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Get some. Now, see the difference? A few minutes ago, it was just like a whitish pumpkin. See how that is? You got lights, darks. That's what you want. You have to use a bigger brush to get that stuff in there, and then start adding your smaller brushes into cracks and crevices and places that has fissures and stuff like that. Light touches, don't get crazy. You know, just light touches. That's all you need to do. You know, understand it, and then we let it dry. And like I said, I normally don't use the heat gun. The only reason I did that is to help speed some of this up, because I do prefer to let it dry naturally. And it can dry for like 30 minutes, and then you can jump right back on it. You know, it could. Like I said, especially if you have the sun out, put it outside, and 30 minutes later, you know, you can be back in here, wherever you do it at, and you know, go for it. Make sure you get down in there where that stem is. You know? Now, I'm not even going to clean the brush. There's no sense to. Let's get this stem painted. We're going to blend this down. See, I got this brush, and I want it to blend into that. I want it to look like it's just blending into that. No hard line of painting. You want this to blend into the pumpkin, and you want the pumpkin to blend into it. So you want some of that green to fall into that pumpkin there. Just right. See how that green is flowing in there? That's it. You know? And this green will change. See, I did not wash the brush out. Nope. Don't have to. This brush is loaded with love. Loaded with love. So you want that just to blend and blend and blend, and you know. Yeah. That's it. You can grab it from this side. And then what I do, you just gotta learn to grab the crazy thing. You want this to blend. You want this blending. Yes, we are. This ain't the final. We're still making and blending and showing its love. I'm gonna have to get a different blush. Hang on, folks. Doodad, doodad, doo 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 doo. Get another wore out old brush where I can get down into here. So I said, save your brushes. Can't stress that enough. I see people, years ago, I'd see people throw brushes away and I'd go dig them out. When I was in school, the art teacher would throw brushes away and I'd go dig them out. Ain't nothing wrong with that brush. Well, it's a good brush to do this. Right here. I mean, you're just jabbing it in. There's no brushing. You know, you're jabbing. That's what all this is. And I'll wash these things out. I got my peanut butter jar. I love peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter. Yes, I do. I make a power shake every morning. And it's got oats, fruits, and just all kinds of stuff in it. And I use almond milk, and that's what I drink. And that's my breakfast. Every morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I make that. And I always put a little bit of peanut butter in it. That's my go daddy. It keeps me going all day. I mean, yes, the last couple days, I usually eat that. I drink that about 3:30 in the morning, and I don't eat until later on that afternoon, and I'm not hungry. That's the bad thing. Let's add some brown. Just a little bit of brown in here. Yeah, blacks and some browns, and yeah, we're just softening that yellowish green. I like that yellowish green. Yeah, I live on power shakes, and I eat 1 meal a day, basically. I don't need much. Don't want much. Just don't want much, folks. I just don't. I'll tell you, the biggest thing I've done for myself is starting my YouTube channel and talking to you folks. That right there is the best thing I've done for this old man in years. I tried it before, and I kind of got away from it. A friend of mine helped, did the first videos and stuff, and I don't know. I ain't never, I got away. And then I just thought, well, like I said, I felt lonely. I thought, I wonder if there's anybody out there like me. And I just, now I love doing this YouTube. I think about it, and I'm trying to build a better channel. I got my small tripod up on a tote on my table saw and everything, so you folks can see this. Look at that. There it is. Can you see it? I think you can. And there's that. The stem's not done. See the stem? It's not done, but I love the pumpkin. I like doing them this way, and this ain't for everybody. I've told you that over and over. You don't have to do this. You can just paint it. You can paint this thing solid, and I'm going to love it regardless. Because I told you, if you're just out there building, creating, believing in what God gave you, your hands, and creating your talent and stuff like that, and just supporting them, everything, that's it. That's it. That's some black here. Yeah. Kind of soften where that bled out. You just got to let it talk to you, and it'll tell you where you need a little bit more of that black and a little bit more orange and a little bit, maybe a tad red here and there. You got to soften all these corners. Look at everything. But yeah, like I said, it's creativity. That's why we need it. I used to do so many schools and everything, and I tell you what, I'd love to get back into the schools, work with the children. I would, come back in like I used to, and I would enjoy that. Show the kids, we don't have to do carvings. We could just take a piece of cardboard and put on some play clothes. Tell the parents to put them in some play clothes that day, because they're going to come home with some paint on them and stuff like that. And but they're going to have fun. They're going to have something to talk about. And they can bring home what they want. They can literally bring it home. And that's the key right there. Is teaching our youth how to create. That's it. Teach them youngsters how to create, use what God gave them, their brain, because you don't have to be on the computer all day long. We need to unplug these kids. Give them a coloring crayon or a piece of paper, something like that, and say, hey, I want you to go out and I want you to make your mama or your grandma or your daddy or somebody in your family a real pretty picture. Don't matter what it is, and make sure you understand. It don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Look at that. I like that stem. No, I do. I like the stem. He's going to turn right out. Yes, let's add some love right here. So I want that to blend, like I said. And you see, folks, I want the green to blend down. And it just flows right into there. Yeah. Well, what do you think? There's that. I mean, I think it could, we could add just like I said, you can, as it dries, you can just come in here and add some more love and some more, I think it's going to need some more black to highlight some of the other areas. But I'm hurrying this one for you folks. It needs to set for an hour or two, really long, because I moved the paper when I heated. I can feel it move. So this one's going to have to set a little bit longer, and it'll dry right up. Don't be afraid of that, because I was just doing that to show you folks of how to blend these paints in. So I'm gonna let this one dry just a tad longer, and like I said, once Mother Nature's comes out, oh Lordy, there we go. She'll be fine. Yeah. See, look at that. Look at that. Can you see that, folks? Can you see that? Add some more black in there. I gotta get that other light over there redone. I lost the light in here, and I just haven't replaced it yet. I just haven't. So I need to do that. Now, let's get a little bit more of this red here, because I just seen the teeth. This one here, he's not good. We're going to brighten this red up. Yes, we are. Let's get a little bit more brighter red. Let's just put just a little bit more. And let's put that paintbrush in there. Look at that paintbrush. Ain't it gnarly? But there's still, that's what I'm telling you. That's all you need to do. Don't ruin your good brushes. But it's not worth it. These old brushes get hard and they don't want to flex. See that brush right there? It's hard. It just doesn't want to bend. But it bends for what I want. Because I want it to bend in these cracks. I can jab it into them cracks and crevices and add that right there. Yeah. We're just gonna have some ready teeth. Oh. Yeah. I got cardboard. Here's what I'm scratching on, folks. I save cardboard when I get stuff in. This cardboard here I've had for a long time. It ain't hurt. I spray on it and glue on it. It just, it builds layers. It does. Now see, we made those teeth. And then what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll soften that with some, light black after a while. Let's get some of this red right, orange right here. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, I like that a lot. She's really lighten that out. I use the cardboard like my palette. It's like I don't need all that. I don't need fancy. So I remember, folks, I grew up in a non-modern world. I've learned to create myself. I've learned to use what is in front of me instead of going out and spending a ton of money on, foolish stuff. You've got it. You got it probably sitting in your house right now. They're like, oh, I could use that. I don't use that anymore. I can make a paint tray out of it. I can, do this, do that. That's it. Recycle. That's all you got to do. Yeah, I think she's pretty awesome. Let's see here. I hope you can see that. I'm gonna tilt her back a little bit, or right there. You can see all the collars, all the doodaddies. Let's get you down here. I apologize. You can see that stem, and then you can see all the collars and all the stuff I've added. There's dark there. Now it's not done. I'm gonna let this lay down and everything, and then let it dry. Hey folks, how you doing? I'm gonna let it lay down, let it dry, and we'll just go from there, Just want to tell everybody I thank you. I appreciate everybody that has been following me, subscribing to my channel, ringing that bell at the top, giving me the likes that I need. I thank you. This channel is building. It is a family channel. I want you to know that you can set your youngins down. I'm going to repeat that. And let them enjoy and watch a man paint a pumpkin and put a pumpkin together. We never know what we create and everything. Hang on, folks. I was going to show you that angel. Oh, I got to get it. Made out of cedar. There she is. It's all carved. See how I dished the back side of the wing? It's got the white in it. She's all carved. Very beautiful angel. I love carving angels. I tell people that all the time. Or the folk art cat. See the folk art cat? Yeah, just simple. No eyes. Everybody's done these. This is an old drawing of a carving years ago. Folk art cats. Whimsical. There we go. Whimsical. Well, anywho, Wither Day says thank you again. You all have a blessed day. I know I will. And I will just talk to you later. And thank you.